You might think you know how to be a man, but do you? If you are wondering what it really takes in the world to command respect. A real man isn't just a smooth talker, or a guy who tries to fit in. He's someone who's always looked up to with awe and respect. And yes, he definitely knows his way around women too. So, watch full video. There are far too many guys out there who just exist, or constantly worry about ways to be admired and loved. But for a few real men, getting attention and the respect they deserve comes naturally. Ever met a guy who makes you feel like less of a man? You don't need to behave like an alpha male, or someone dominating to be a true man in the real sense. You just need to become a better you, and a man in all its masculine definition. A real man isn't skin deep. Real men are created on the inside, and only accessorized on the outside. If you truly want to be a real man who's respected as a fine gentleman, here are all the traits of a true man that you need to blend into your own persona. It's not something that can be changed in a day, but all you need is a start to go the right way to becoming a man who's everything he really should be. This is about who you are. Do you have principles in life? Have you created a few rules and codes of ethics that you believe in? A man of principles is a guy who clearly defines his belief into right and wrong and sticks to it. Could you ever con someone for money? Would you ever have sex with a girl if she was too drunk to notice? You get the idea, right? A man of principles is a guy who has a firm code of conduct. It's not set in stone as life is ever changing, but he's well connected to his conscience to differentiate right and wrong. Most people in the world don't even realize this rule. A real man follows the universal rule that he applies to others and to himself. If he expects someone to apologize because they were late, he should do the same when he's late too. If he wants his woman to avoid looking at other men, he should avoid looking at other women too. A real man is not biased, nor does he set different rules for himself and others. If you want to know how to be a man, stand by your word. When a man makes a promise, his word is oak. He stands by it no matter what. Most people may not understand this logic, but unless there's no way he can keep his word, he does everything he can to hold on to the promise he's made. A real man knows how to behave with a woman. He treats his wife or girlfriend with love and affection, and always behaves chivalrously towards her and other women in his life. He is his woman's pillar of strength and caters to her needs and wants. A real man is humble and gracious. But yet, he carries an aura of authority that's confident and decisive. He always respects everyone around him unless their behavior calls for rude reciprocation. He is courteous towards women of all ages, and will never ill-treat them or make them feel insulted. Pursue your dreams and aspirations with passion and hard work. A real man is dedicated to his dreams, but at the same time, he doesn't neglect the promises he's made to the one he loves. No matter how occupied you are, if you want to know how to be a real man, make time for the ones that you love. A real man isn't addicted to cosmetics and skincare routines, but he knows to clean and groom himself. He's well dressed and pays attention to his attire. And if you want to know how to be a real man, dab those manly fragrances that make you feel and appear more masculine. A real man is not ignorant. He's aware of everything around him, and he keeps track of current affairs that matter to him. He's intelligent, a man of the world, and one who can be trusted to give good advice when he's asked for it. You can be cold-hearted when you have to, but be generous and giving when you see someone who's genuinely needy. If you don't owe anything to anyone, you're not obligated to help someone for no reason. A real man helps those in need, but not when they can help themselves. A real man is determined. He's passionate and loyal to his dreams and aspirations. He doesn't pussyfoot around problems or hurdles. He plans his moves and executes his ideas with confidence and determination. A real man doesn't hunch or lurk around like a thief. He makes his presence felt and walks with grace and confidence. He respects himself and feels no need to appear meek or weak in front of another person. Don't be vague or sneaky in your communication or your behavior. A real man calls a spade and is always straightforward and truthful, unless he sees a need to hide the truth. He doesn't shift his feet in discomfort or make stories up to cover his incompetence. Be in control of your own life. Stay calm and composed even when things are slipping out of your hands. A real man knows that panic and stress will only make him less efficient. He plans, makes decisions, and focuses on the consequences of his actions in a calm and compassed state of mind. Do you know what matters most to you? And do you know what really should matter most? Most men are confused about the real priorities in their life. Family and loved ones come before self-indulgence and worldly pleasures. If you want to know how to be a man, be willing to accept your faults, and don't repeat them again. A real man doesn't put the blame on someone else if it's his own fault. He acknowledges his mistakes and vows not to repeat them again. He understands that accepting faults or defeats doesn't make him weaker. It only makes him more resolute and determined. In our world, we think of empathy as being a feminine trait that makes a man appear weak. But it's not. Empathy means that you can see a situation from another person's perspective, not just your own. This means you can't be selfish. You have to take other people's feelings and perceptions into consideration at all times. We know that sometimes you just want to watch a football game in silence and not be bothered by your woman. Or you believe what someone is talking about is silly and you don't want to listen. But a real man is a good listener. He will totally focus on the person speaking and give them the respect they deserve, instead of ignoring what they are saying. Whether it is the CEO of a company or a man who empties the trash cans, a real man is kind to everyone. If you are out to eat with a real man at a restaurant, he will actually talk to the server and remember their names. He will hold doors for little old ladies and anyone else who walks in or out behind him. Kindness is very important if you want to learn how to be a man. Some men have anger that they can't control. They might have verbal or even physical outbursts. But real men keep that under control. They don't let the rage out in inappropriate ways or at times when they should keep it under wraps. Instead, they cool down and express their feelings at a later time, and in a logical, respectful manner. A real man is not flaky. If he asks a woman out on a date, he follows through. He might be very tired from a long day at work, but if he said was going to do something, he does it anyway, even if he doesn't feel like it. He does not back out of plans. He is reliable because he respects other people and their time. If he says he really likes you, then he acts like it. For example, if he's newly dating a woman and he tells her how beautiful and smart she is, he means it and it shows through his actions. He will continue to plan dates and treat her well. What he will not do is say all of those things and then ghost her or ignore her. He is not a player. If he is dating a woman, he will not be on dating apps. He also does not talk to multiple women at a time, just to pump up his ego. Instead, he focuses on one woman at a time. He doesn't disrespect women by only wanting sex.